Hello everyone, I welcome you all on the YouTube channel of Digital Magazine The Parascience. So this is this particular video is for decoding mythology, and today I have brought a story of Lord Ganesha and Tulsi Devi and their mutual sambandha. So let's explore it. Om Ganpatye Namah. Lord Ganesha is first worshipped, and being the supreme as well as son of Lord Shiva and Parvati, he enjoys the best of offerings always. But he is not offered tulsi leaves, although tulsi is most sacred plant in Hindu culture. So there is a story behind that. See, our sages, they are very, very wise. And these sages have encoded all these stories and multi-layered universal concepts into that. With our small brain, we can find out a few, but not all. So let's try a few. This story is from the Ganesh Purana, and in this great sage Sutji is narrating the story to another great sage Shaunaka, and they are discussing a story which Lord Narayana narrated to Narad Muni in some time. And this is in connection of Lord Ganesha and Tulsi. Once, like in Brahma Kalpa, that is the time division, very, very ancient division, Lord Ganesha was incarnated to kill demons, and he was meditating on his Ishta Devta, Lord Krishna, on the holy banks of Ganga with the vow of celibacy. So, while meditating, his glow was unimaginable. And Tulsi Devi, at the same time, was the granddaughter of Dharma. And she was also the great devotee of Lord Narayana. Now she approached meditating Ganesha with the wish of marrying him. Ganesha addresses her as mother because he has a full control on his senses and he clearly knows what he is about to do. And he knew already that Tulsi Devi is the great devotee of his Ishtadeva and told about his vow of celibacy also. And he told that he is there for the divine purpose of gods to fulfill. In spite of telling her that even creating obstacles in someone's worship or meditation or following dharma of celibacy is a sin, but she didn't listen and she felt insulted by rejection and cursed him that he would have to marry against his wish and that he would have two wives, not even one. Now Lord Ganesha also became angry and he couldn't stop himself to curse her back. Thus he said that she would have to marry a demon and would turn into a tree because what she did was a demonic act and that was a without intelligence and that is called jada. And she then got scared and prayed to Lord Ganesha and asked for forgiveness. Lord Ganesha is very kind-hearted and gets pleased easily. And see, so he also got pleased and blessed her with all the curses converting into boon with time. But he said he will never accept Tulsi in offering to him because she was a great devotee of Lord Vishnu and Lord Vishnu was his Isht Devta also. He gave a boon to Tulsi Devi that she would achieve success in her Ishta Sadhana. That is a great blessing. So Lord Ganesha gave these curses, but converted them into boon also. And along with that boon, he additionally gave blessing also. That's nice. And he also blessed that surely Tulsi will become a great step for devotees or people to reach up to Lord Krishna. Great. And with time, all the curses and boons fructified. Tulsi Devi took birth as Vrinda, got married to demon Shankachuda, and which was also called Jalandhar. And she cursed Lord Vishnu also to become a stone, and Lord Vishnu converted her into a river also, and then she got burnt and got sati and became a tulsi also. And Lord Vishnu married her actually, and she got merged with her Ishta Devta. And for her, there are so many stories linked to this, which we can explore later. And Lord Ganesha also incarnated as Muresh to cover up with the curses of Tulsi, and he married Siddhi and Buddhi. Now, these stories are full of cosmic principles. Now, the interesting thing comes here. And these multi layers have been intercalated beautifully. So, as a Brahmaji's cosmic principle made for our creation, that a girl and a boy has a freedom to choose their life partner, but it is necessary to explore and respect person's principles and wishes too. So, this is the prime condition. Secondly, rejecting a girl for marriage when boy himself approaches for sambandha is a great sin. And as Tulsi also felt rejected and cursed, so the person has to suffer the curse of Tulsi. And they should worship Tulsi Devi to get rid of consequences. Now, the catch is people with Ketu, because Lord Ganesha is Ketu influencing Lagna or marriage bhava or Lord or the significator of the marriage, have to marry against their wish, or they don't marry at all. Or the choice is, and they are either twice married or have two wives simultaneously. So, this is not an enjoyment, amusement. This is a suffering, this is a sin. To escape this suffering, they should worship Lord Ganesha as Muresh, he who rides the peacock. Now, another layer, it is a sin to ruin someone's worship, sadhana, or meditation, and is considered a demonic karma. Initially, the all the stories, all the texts are filled up with the stories that how demons used to ruin sages sadhana and meditation and yajna. And sometimes this act was done by devas also, whenever they were scared by the like increasing powers of those sadhaka. But that is considered a demonic karma, and they had to suffer their consequences also. And cursing someone without his actual fault is also a sin, and the person has to suffer its consequences. Cursing someone without their fault or even with their fault, both the persons get mutually connected forever with the thread of that curse. And so they are all bind into that curse. So nobody will get ever free from that curse. So the person has to realize to get free himself, they should avoid cursing and they should not take curse of others. So always be rightful. And cursing without actual fault is everybody will think they have given curse because somebody has done so. But that is how our text says, do self-realization. When you do meditations, when you do sadhana, your clarity of the situation increases. And so you come to know and you have that compassion and forgiveness, because this curse will never allow you also to get free of this cycle. Last but not the least, Tulsi leaves are not offered to Lord Ganesha. It's not because they are mutually cursed, it's because they are mutually worshipping their Ishta Devta, Lord Narayana, and Tulsi Devi got married to him also. And so Ganesha has a respect for her. And why not curses? Because all the curses got converted into boon as the story continued. So keep watching. Thank you for being with me. and we'll explore more stories from the Vedas, and keep watching, and please subscribe the channel as well as the magazine. Thank you.